Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The experience of being alive, the course of human events and activities. Still in existence. The Wollemi pine found in Australia as a surviving specimen of a conifer thought to have been long extinct and therefore known as a living fossil. The financial means whereby one lives. The condition of living or the state of being alive. Informal, absolute. She is a living doll. People who are still living. Save your pity for the living. Still in active use. A living language. True to life, lifelike. The living image of her mother. Used of minerals or stone, in its natural state and place, not mined or quarried. Carved into the living stone. Pertaining to living persons. Within living memory. The experience of being alive, the course of human events and activities. He could no longer cope with the complexities of life. The condition of living or the state of being alive. While there's life, there's hope. An account of the series of events making up a person's life. The period during which something is functional, as between birth and death. The battery had a short life. Animation and energy in action or expression. It was a heavy play and the actors tried in vain to give life to it. A prison term lasting as long as the prisoner lives. He got life for killing the guard. A characteristic state or mode of living. Social life. A living person. His heroism saved a life. A motive for living. Pottery was his life. Living things collectively. The oceans are teeming with life. The course of existence of an individual. The actions and events that occur in living. He hoped for a new life in Australia. The organic phenomenon that distinguishes living organisms from non-living ones. There is no life on the moon. The period between birth and the present time. I have known him all his life. The period from the present until death. He appointed himself emperor for life. Still in existence. The Wollemi pine found in Australia as a surviving specimen of a conifer thought to have been long extinct and therefore known as a living fossil. The financial means whereby one lives. The main tower within the walls of a medieval castle or fortress. Maintain by writing regular records. Keep a diary. Conform one's action or practice to. Keep appointments. Continue a certain state, condition, or activity. Maintain in safety from injury, harm, or danger. May God keep you. The financial means whereby one lives. Each child was expected to pay for their keep. Behave as expected during of holidays or rites. Prevent the action or expression of. Keep your cool. Stop someone or something from doing something or being in a certain state. Retain possession of. Can I keep my old stuffed animals? Supply with necessities and support. There's little to earn and many to keep. Stick to correctly or closely. Keep count. Retain rights to. Keep my job for me while I give birth. Fail to spoil or rot. These potatoes keep for a long time. A cell in a jail or prison. Prevent food from rotting. Keep potatoes fresh. Cause to continue in a certain state, position, or activity. E.g., keep clean. The students keep me on my toes. Maintain for use and service. I keep a car in the countryside. Allow to remain in a place or position or maintain a property or feature. The family's fortune waned and they could not keep their household staff. Have as a supply. I always keep batteries in the freezer. Hold and prevent from leaving. Look after. Be the keeper of. Have charge of. He keeps the shop when I am gone. Raise. She keeps a few chickens in the yard. Store or keep customarily. Where do you keep your gardening tools? Supply with room and board. He is keeping 3 women in the guest cottage. The financial means whereby one lives. He could no longer earn his own livelihood. Financial resources provided to make some project possible. The foundation provided support for the experiment. Argue or speak in defense of. She supported the motion to strike. Put up with something or somebody unpleasant. A military operation, often involving new supplies of men and materiel, to strengthen a military force or aid in the performance of its mission. They called for artillery support. Be the physical support of, carry the weight of. He supported me with one hand while I balanced on the beam. Adopt as a belief. The financial means whereby one lives. He applied to the state for support. A musical part, vocal or instrumental, that supports or provides background for other musical parts. The act of bearing the weight of or strengthening. He leaned against the wall for support. Be a regular customer or client of. Documentary validation. The strongest support for this view is the work of Jones. Establish or strengthen as with new evidence or facts. The evidence supports the defendant. Be behind. Approve of. Support with evidence or authority or make more certain or confirm. Give moral or psychological support, aid, or courage to. She supported him during the illness. Aiding the cause or policy or interests of. The president no longer has the support of his own party. Any device that bears the weight of another thing. There was no place to attach supports for a shelf. Play a subordinate role to another performer. Olivier supported Gielgud beautifully in the second act. Something providing immaterial assistance to a person or cause or interest. The policy found little public support. Supporting structure that holds up or provides a foundation. The statue stood on a marble support. Support materially or financially. He does not support his natural children. The activity of providing for or maintaining by supplying with money or necessities. His support kept the family together. The financial means whereby one lives. The act of sustaining life by food or providing a means of subsistence. They were in want of sustenance. A source of materials to nourish the body. The condition of living or the state of being alive. The property of being animated. Having animal life is distinguished from plant life. The condition of living or the state of being alive. General activity and motion. Quality of being active or spirited or alive and vigorous. The property of being able to survive and grow. The activity of giving vitality and vigor to something. The making of animated cartoons. Still in existence. Not extinct or destroyed or lost. Extant manuscripts. Not capable of being violated or infringed. Complete and without restriction or qualification, sometimes used informally as intensifiers. Absolute freedom. Expressing finality with no implication of possible change. An absolute guarantee to respect the nation's authority. Not limited by law. An absolute monarch. Perfect or complete or pure. Absolute loyalty. Something that is conceived or that exists independently and not in relation to other things. Something that does not depend on anything else and is beyond human control. Something that is not relative. No mortal being can influence the absolute. Representing what is real, not abstract or ideal. Realistic portraiture. Aware or expressing awareness of things as they really are. A realistic description. Of or relating to the philosophical doctrine of realism. A realistic system of thought. Actually being performed at the time of hearing or viewing. A live television program. Have life, be alive. My grandfather lived until the end of war. Capable of erupting. A live volcano. Possessing life. The happiest person alive. Elastic. Rebounds readily. A lively tennis ball. Be an inhabitant of or reside in. People lived in Africa millions of years ago. Support oneself. Can you live on $2,000 a month in New York City? Continue to live and avoid dying. The race car driver lived through several very serious accidents. Charged or energized with electricity. A live wire. Have first-hand knowledge of states, situations, emotions, or sensations. I have lived a kind of hell when I was a drug addict. Abounding with life and energy. The club members are a really live bunch. Charged with an explosive. Live ammunition. Exerting force or containing energy. Live coals. Highly reverberant. A live concert hall. In current use or ready for use. Live copy is ready to be set in type or already set but not yet proofread. Lead a certain kind of life. Live in a certain style. We had to live frugally after the war. Of current relevance. A live issue. Pursue a positive and satisfying existence. You must accept yourself and others if you really want to live. Go through mental or physical states or experiences. Experience vertigo. Undergo or live through a difficult experience. Undergo. Undergo an emotional sensation or be in a particular state of mind. Have first-hand knowledge of states, situations, emotions, or sensations. An event is apprehended. A surprising experience. The accumulation of knowledge or skill that results from direct participation in events or activities. A man of experience. The content of direct observation or participation in an event. He had a religious experience. The ability to deal resourcefully with unusual problems. A man of resource. A source of aid or support that may be drawn upon when needed. The local library is a valuable resource. Available source of wealth. A new or reserve supply that can be drawn upon when needed. The state or fact of existing. A point of view gradually coming into being. A living thing that has, or can develop, the ability to act or function independently. The state or fact of existing. Laws in existence for centuries. Everything that exists anywhere. The biggest tree in existence. The state or fact of existing. He appeared on the face of the earth one day. The state or fact of existing. The common people generally. Power to the people. The body of citizens of a state or country. The Spanish people. Fill with people. Stalin wanted to people the empty steppes. Furnish with people. Members of a family line. His people have been farmers for generations. Plural. Any group of human beings, men or women or children, collectively. Old people. Things that make you comfortable and at ease. Things that make you comfortable and at ease. All the comforts of home. Things that make you comfortable and at ease. Things that make you comfortable and at ease. The unauthorized interference in a legal action by a person having no interest in it, as by helping one party with money or otherwise to continue the action, so as to obstruct justice or promote unnecessary litigation or unsettle the peace of the community. Unlike champerty, criminal maintenance does not necessarily involve personal profit. The act of sustaining life by food or providing a means of subsistence. Court-ordered support paid by one spouse to another after they are separated. Activity involved in maintaining something in good working order. Means of maintenance of a family or group. Coupon redeemable at a restaurant and entitling the holder to a meal. A source of income or livelihood. A means of surviving. Farming as a hard means of subsistence. Minimal, or marginal, resources for subsisting. Social security provided only a bare subsistence. The state of existing in reality, having substance. A natural process resulting in the evolution of organisms best adapted to the environment. A state of surviving, remaining alive. Something that survives. A state of surviving, remaining alive. The power to withstand hardship or stress. The marathon tests a runner's endurance. Life without beginning or end.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.